Hello guys, what is popping in these streets? Oh my god, it's like probably 6 a.m. in the morning right now. I have a radio interview for CBC in Windsor, and I'm super excited about that. I'm like so tired. I've had like a long 3 days. I've been hosting AfroFest for the whole week so far, and I'm just really excited with the opportunities that God has blessed me with. I can't even talk this morning, but this is like my outfit of the day. Yes, so I decided to step out in African attire, and I have my nice jacket on. So right now I'm just waiting for my Uber. We're about to Uber to the radio station to just talk about the image of a black male, and to just really talk about have a discussion panel. So for the whole week, as you guys will obviously see for my vlogs and stuff, I've been hosting AfroFest the whole week, which is like an African Caribbean like festival / like community where all black people just come together, and all people with a unity, like with other whatever race you are, come together as well. So guys, I'm so tired, but I've been holding strong, and on top of that I have allergies, but the show must go on. Yeah man. So oh hey David, what's poppin'? Yo, you're good? Yo, shout out to David, to be honest, because he's been like, you know, my like chauffeur, and like he's been making sure everything is lit. Like the man's up with me. He doesn't have to be up right now, and he's up. Dog. You're like half asleep right now. It's too early, but it's like, no, dog, like I am not a morning person. I'm not a morning person. So right now, the fact that I'm up, this is the first. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. It's 6:50. Yo, I cannot. But anyway, I am going to the radio station. I'm gonna be on the radio. Alright. I'm lit, eh?
Okay, I'm lit too.
Yo, get out now. You're so annoying. But yes, guys, I will see you at the station in a bit. So, yeah. Guys, I'm about to be on CBC Radio.
You can tell the story.
I'm super nervous. I'm about to kill it.
So I wanted to talk to Shelly and Price. She is, the best female sprinter.
I'm gonna be live.
Multiple Olympic medals over 100 meters.
I'm nervous.
But I want to talk to you
so
about
early,
being super famous in.
Every year, during Black History Month, the University of Windsor hosts AfroFest. It's a week of cultural and educational activities that document and celebrate people of African descent through film, through fashion, food, music, discussion, all of that. One of the highlights today is a panel discussion this afternoon at the CAW Student Center, and it has a provocative title. It's called, "What is the Image of a Black Man?" Jalen Nelson is going to lead that discussion. He's a fashion stylist, a blogger, and a YouTuber from Toronto.
Yes.
And he's come to Windsor for this event. He joins me in the studio.
Yes, how are you?
I'm very well. Good morning and welcome.
Awesome.
It's an interesting question, so let me throw it at you. What is the image of a black man?
Oh my gosh, so the image of a black man can mean so many different things. I mean, it's, success, power, domination in terms of, being in, a realms of a, successful community, and just really showing who you are. I feel like, the image also of a black man is just somebody who just really wants to show themselves and understand that they are a part of the community as other races, and also feel that, success and unity and being who they are is something that they gravitate towards too. So that's what I definitely feel that the image of a black man definitely will be.
Yours is a very positive image. How do you think the public's image differs from yours?
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. So the public image of a black man is so much different. I mean, basically that's what they see. So whatever they see is what they go by. So if they see black men that do drugs or are in gangs or are on a lot of women and things like that, or degrade women, is because of that's what they see majority of the time. And I feel like they don't really get to see the horizon of all black men and what they do, but they just go by based off of what they see. And I feel like that's why the public image is so different from basically what we see of ourselves.
How do you feel about that?
To me, it's kind of a little bit frustrating, because it's like they don't really give us a chance to really showcase who we are. But at the same time, it's also ourselves as well that gravitate towards that. Because I feel like, if you want the society to change the public image about yourself or your race, I feel like you also need to come in terms of that, like yourself, to do the same thing.
So you think black men, to a degree, are a part of the problem?
Yeah, I feel like for us, like a certain like extent, are part of the problem as well. Just because we, like I said, we complain about all these things about, you know, the public eye speaking about us, but yet some of us don't do anything to change it. So it's also up to us to change our horizon of what the society thinks about us as well.
Why do you think many of these beliefs don't exist?
I think it just goes by, again, standard factors from back in the day. I feel like that's, like I said, that's all they see, that's all they know. And for the most part, you know, black men are still paving the way and bringing ourselves into a nature of just really showing who we are. But people are starting to see that now. But they will always go back into the times of like racism or segregation, and that's what they basically see as black men.
So you've come to Windsor with what is an overwhelmingly positive message.
Of course.
How great a challenge is it for you to convince even your own people?
It looks like the bridge is slow.
I feel like
the Customs Plaza is totally clear.
It's like in between. I feel like for the most part, they get it, they understand. So when I do portray what I'm saying, for the most part, they do understand. But there's some people who will still be a little bit sensitive to it because of the standard fact. Like some people always feel like, again, we get sensitive to certain things when the public eye sees us in a certain way. And like I said, it's up to us to change it. And if I have to be that voice to let others know, hey, we gotta step up and do this, or we gotta step up and do that, then that's what we have to do.
How much of this negative imaging or even racism have you experienced yourself?
For me, it really hasn't even been. I really haven't really experienced racism that much. I've only had one encounter, and this was going back forward. And when I was in high school, there was actually I had a culinary class, like for food and cooking, and basically while we were all cooking, our group was a little bit loud as opposed to like the other groups, and the guy. He was actually a black male. He said, you know, I can't deal with this nigger mentality and this, you know, with you guys being niggers in the class. And I was just kind of like confused. For the most part, I have thick skin when it comes to being a black male and going towards that. So when somebody like says something like that, I don't really get too offended because I'm just like, well, you know, your mind is not broad and you don't really know, you don't understand. So I just kind of base it off that. But for the most part, I did address that and I said, listen, like, you cannot be saying things like nigger mentality or like what is a nigger mentality? Just because we were a little bit louder in the class from everybody else, that makes us a nigger or that makes us being black. Like I don't get the process of that.
And how did he explain that to you?
You know, he was just like, oh well, I just feel like you guys need to set an example. You guys are black individuals, so you being loud, it'll be portrayed as something terrible rather than something good. And I was just kind of like, okay. Like, it was just weird. It was so weird.
Perhaps that you would be promoting a stereotype?
Yeah, that's literally what it was, yeah.
What do you hope comes out of the discussion today at the University of Windsor?
Honestly, I just really hope for peace, positivity, and unity. I feel like, and I want people to, again, really broaden their mind when it comes to black men and the image of black men. I feel like I said, we are portrayed in ways that other people just need to now understand and broaden more. Like I feel like us as black men, we're, like I said, we're trying to be successful, we're positive. There's a lot of people who are really trying to make it. We're trying to really be that positive figure for other people in the world, and I just feel like the public image and the public eye needs to see that.
How do you feel about Black History Month in general and the purpose it serves?
Of course, I love Black History Month. It's like everything. I just feel like it's great to have 1 month for us, but I feel like, hey, I'm black every month. That's how it goes. I'm legit black every month, so I feel like it should be something that is like celebrated legit every day. Yes, the month is great, but definitely understand that I am black every single month and understand that we do matter every month, not just one.
Really good of you to come in this morning.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Delightful to meet you. Jalen Nelson is a fashion stylist, a blogger and YouTuber from Toronto. He'll be leading a panel discussion at the University of Windsor's Afrofest this afternoon. It's called "What is the
Thomason,
Image of a Black Man?"
Evans, To George, Rain Weed.
The 401 leading into Windsor is open this morning after yesterday's fatal collision.
Yes, of course.
Constable Jim Ruth explains.
That went extremely well,
Thank
Janet. Thank you so much. Really good of you to do it. I appreciate it.
All right.
Word at about
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks, Sean. Take care.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Good? How are y'all guys doing today?
We're great.
Okay guys, welcome back to AfroFest 2K17. For those of you guys who don't know, my name is Jalen, aka Like My Fashion, that's what they call me. You can check that out on all social media apps, anything. So I'm here for the whole entire week, so if you want to get to know me, I get to know you, that was super, super cool. I'm excited to be hosting the AfroFest Women's Panel 2017, so give a round of applause. So, for this panel here, so it's going to be hosted by Stan and Women's Center. Stan and Women's Center will be hosting a panel of professionals to talk about the many topics and issues that surround the women in African diaspora. So, introducing Stan and Women.
Hi everybody. So my name is Natasha and I am the manager of community outreach for STAND.
My name is Joanna. I am the president of STAND.
Okay, so we are in collaboration with the Women's Center, so Sarah and Slave. We are putting on this women's panel and the topic for this year is finding solutions to elevate today's Black women. Alright, so just before we start, I just want to introduce the individuals that have taken out their time graciously, so I do want to thank you for being part of the women's panel today.
Why can't a guy show emotion? That's my problem.
Bruh! Let me... Bruh! Yo, let me tell you. So when guys show emotion, what is like? Is that okay? Or does that demasculate?
A guy will gay.
No homo. Are you kidding? But it depends. But it depends though.
No, because if you're talking to a woman, like literally your girl, that's your thing, and you're telling her how you feel, why would she ever degrade you?
Exactly.
I don't appreciate the fact that you're being honest with her.
Yeah.
You're seeing eye to eye with how you feel. I don't
But that's the thing. But a lot of black boys. But the thing is, a lot of it depends their relationship. Like if you're with my man, I want you to be intimate with me. How am I supposed to be intimate with you if you're not vulnerable with me? But I have to pull every single feeling out of you.
Conversation fire.
Oh, girls say, oh, I'm fine. When you talk to a guy, nah, it's nothing. Okay, then
everything is nothing.
Why are you bothering her?
Everything is nothing.
But someone has an answer for me, please. Where does that show emotion?
No, it's the circumstances under which we live in, right? So we've always been in leadership positions since society began.
Not always. There's matriarchy.
No, but we were the hunters. So we went out and found food and we came back with food. Right now, most men are CEOs, most men are presidents. Nothing against women. But in those positions, you can't show emotion. You have so many people under you. Say for my father, he has 7 kids. All of us depend on him. You can't cry because he can't get the fees. You can't cry because life is hard.
But why though?
My mom can cry with us. My dad can cry with us.
But why?
Have to stay strong.
Why?
But why?
No, okay. So just what you said. No.
Oh, okay. Some assuming. Okay, I'm trying to. So, but here's the thing. Okay, yo, that's sick. Okay.
It's funny. No, this is what she says. This is what you just said. The fact that he cries means that he's not strong. Why? Why when you cry? North America,
he's supposed to be the backbone of the family.
Which I get that, but I mean, why can't you still cry? What's wrong with that? Everyone can cry. Like, what's wrong with that? For showing emotion.
I'm not saying men don't cry. Obviously, it's like if something happens, you feel emotional. You'll shed a tear. It's not. That's natural.
But why does it make you less of a man to show that emotion?
Because why do I have to show
I would still see you as very strong. No, the fact that I see you as stronger because you showed me that emotion. It takes more to show emotion than to not show emotion.
Yeah, it does.
Much more.
No one's asking you for every single time to ball out. No one's asking you to ball and cry.
Yeah.
But it's about intimacy. I don't think people understand that. Like intimacy is into me. I see you.
If I see a man cry, I'll be like,
like I just feel like emotion should not should be for everybody. Like I feel like it doesn't make you less of a man if you show emotion.
I'm the type of person like the more comfortable I am with you, the more like you will get.
I love that.
No, that I will show.
But I think that's everybody. I'm not out here just balling and telling everybody my business. You know what I mean? I'm talking about when you're with someone. I'm not talking about just when you're casual.
When I'm with usually I don't like to get in relationships because like I'm the type of person. No, take it. That's why I don't want to get into just hop into any relationship with anybody because I don't even like breaks up. It's too much for me. You know what I mean? Like it's awkward. It's like
See, but no, even now you seem a little embarrassed.
But you just showed something that guys don't show.
And I loved it.
Wait, can I ask you?
There you go.
Can you be
Black women supporting black men.
No, but he showed something. So I get that, but I get that whole thing of where if guy shows emotion because the household, the breakup. But I feel like it's okay to show emotion. It's not a problem. Like you said before, like it's lit when people show emotion. I don't know. I don't think people show emotion because it just shows you're actually a real person. It shows like you're real.
But also it's being self-aware. Being aware of yourself. Like I shouldn't be pulling out answers for me to know how you feel about yourself. You should be able to express yourself clearly.
Like my last relationship, I was in that position. Like I was getting better grades, I was doing more, and I felt like every time we'd hang out, he'd be like, "Oh, like I was just chilling. What did you do? Oh, back to that, back to your A's, back to this." You know what I mean? So I feel like it's not even about a man to female. It's just about when you see someone else doing better than
because
you.
Because African guys, they'll rather go for a girl who's less than them, and it's confusing because they want a trophy wife or they want someone who's strong.
Shutterstock Music.